Welcome back to Fog of Work. Let me ask you something. Have you ever laid in bed, exhausted, but wide awake because tomorrow is Monday? That's not just stress. That's your body screaming under pressure it was never meant to endure. Today, we're talking about a hidden epidemic no one prepared us for: work-related anxiety, in a system that thrives on your fear. And somewhere in this video, you're going to hear something that finally makes it click. A reason why you've been feeling this way for years, and why it's not your fault. Let's start with something you need to hear. You're not broken. If you've ever told yourself, I'm just not cut out for this, or maybe I'm lazy or just bad at managing time, you're not alone. But you're also not seeing the full picture. See, when people feel anxious at work, they usually blame one of two things. Either they think it's the environment, my boss is toxic, the workload is ridiculous and the company is chaotic, or they think, it's me, I procrastinate, I'm disorganized, I just can't handle the pressure. But here's the truth. Neither of those stories fully explain what's happening. Anxiety isn't a moral weakness or a productivity issue. It's a biological survival response. Your brain is doing exactly what it evolved to do: scan for threats, anticipate danger, and keep you alive. And in today's workplace where pressure is constant and expectations are always rising, your body interprets everything as a threat. Not because you're broken, but because the system you're in keeps triggering survival mode. So let's talk about what that looks like in real life. The workplace today is less like a career ladder and more like a survival arena. Your brain is wired to look for safety, connection, shelter, food, belonging. In the ancient world, being kicked out of your tribe could mean death. So your nervous system learned to treat rejection, or even the threat of rejection, as life-threatening. Fast forward to now. Today, when your manager sends a vague message, or you miss a deadline, or you get called into a meeting with no agenda, your brain reacts like you are facing a wild animal. Even though no one's chasing you with a spear, your body floods with cortisol. Your heart races. Your mind spins. Your muscles tense. That's not being dramatic. That's your nervous system trying to keep you alive in a system where you never feel safe. You're judged on performance. You're tracked. You're expected to smile through the fear of being replaced, downsized, or performance managed. And even when you succeed, the goalposts move again. That's why you're anxious. Not because you're weak, but because the modern workplace is structured like a series of psychological landmines. Now, let's zoom out. We live in an economy that exploits insecurity. Wages stagnate while living costs rise. Layoffs are common even in profitable companies. Gig work is glorified as freedom while it offers no safety net. Productivity is measured in keystrokes and response times. The message is clear: do more, be more, or you're replaceable. This constant pressure activates your fight or flight response. But there is no line to run from, just unread emails, calendar invites, and bills. And when the system wears you down, it sells you therapy apps, mindfulness subscriptions, and overpriced latte as a self-care. The system breaks you and then tries to profit off the pieces. Here's where it gets sneaky worry. It tricks you into believing you're being responsible. You're preparing, solving, staying on top of things. But really, you're just mentally rehearsing disasters that haven't happened and might never will. Worry doesn't protect you. It paralyzes you. It keeps your nervous system stuck in high alert, like an engine running full throttle, burning fuel but going nowhere. The worst part? It robs you. You're in the room, but not really there. You're with your family, but your brain is still in a meeting room 6 hours ago. You lose time, you lose connection, you lose joy. So what is anxiety actually trying to tell you? Most people assume it's a flaw, a weakness, something to hide. But consider this. Your anxiety is a sign that something is wrong. Not with you, with the way we're living. As one speaker put it, worry is a fear rehearsing for a future that hasn't even happened yet. And in the late-stage capitalism, there is always something to fear. The next meeting, the next round of layoffs. If you feel overwhelmed, numb, or constantly on edge, that's not a mental illness. That's your body reacting to an unlivable pace. You're not broken. You're responding appropriately to a system that wasn't built for human beings. And yet, despite how many people feel this way, nobody talks about it. Even when you're falling apart, you're expected to keep it professional. Don't let them see you sweat. Don't talk about anxiety. Don't ask for help. And yet, behind closed doors, countless workers are quietly unraveling. Some wake up hours early to vomit before work. Some get physically ill from unread Slack messages. Some can't eat, can't sleep, can't feel anything but dread. And when someone finally opens up, others sigh with relief. I thought it was just me. It's never just you. We need to normalize this conversation, because talking about anxiety isn't weakness, it's resistance. So how do we begin to resist? Let's borrow something from the ancient Stoics. They believed in asking one question when life felt out of control. Is this in my power? If it is, do something. If it's not, let it go. You can't control your manager's mood or whether your company will do another round of layoffs. You can't control how others see you, but you can control how much of yourself you give away to all that chaos. You can choose how you respond. You can choose to set boundaries. You can choose to protect your peace. That's not apathy. That's power. And if that sounds good but hard, you're not alone. So what can you actually do when everything feels too heavy to carry? Start by saying it. This is anxiety. Name it out loud. It puts distance between you and the feeling. It tells your brain, I see what's happening. Next, stop fighting it. Try this instead. Say, okay, anxiety, you're here, do your worst. When you stop resisting, the fear often loses its grip. Write things down. Don't keep it all in your head. Your brain is not a hard drive. Dump it into a paper or into a note. It helps you sort what's real from what's just noise. Move your body. Go for a walk. Stretch. Dance in your room. Motion gives the emotion somewhere to go. Talk to someone. Text a friend. Call your sibling. Or find a therapist. You're not weak, you're human. Simplify your day. Not everything matters. Ask yourself, what are the 3 things I actually need to do today? Do those. Let the rest go. And most importantly, come back to your values. Ask, what kind of life am I working towards? If the answer feels too far away, maybe it's time to adjust the path. Maybe you can't leave your job. Not today, not yet. You can unhook from the idea that anxiety is necessary for success. Because here's the paradox. When you stop gripping too tightly, everything starts to feel lighter. Not because the system changed, but because you did. Work anxiety is real. It's systemic, but it's not permanent. You can learn to see it, name it, and step back from it. You can learn to let go of what's not yours to carry. You can build peace even when the world stays chaotic. If you're stuck in survival mode, please know you are not alone, you are not broken, you are not weak, you are waking up. And that's where change begins. So, if this video gave you something to think about, share it with a friend, a colleague, someone else who's quietly suffering. Subscribe to Fog of Work for more insights like this. We're not just building an audience, we're building awareness. And if you're ready for the next step, for the next layer of truth, watch the next video. Because this goes deeper than just stress. This is your life, and it's time to take it back.